Hello. To begin my speech, I would like you to take a look at these 5 ingredients in front of me. You have your flour, sugar, vegetable oil, salt, and crema tartar. Now most of you are probably thinking, why are you showing me these ingredients? Well, it's simple. All these 5 ingredients are used to make Play-Doh. And with my personal experience, ever since I was a little kid, I would go to my grandma's house at least once a week, and she would show me how to make Play-Doh, and I would play with it, and sometimes I would try eating it, but it didn't taste the best, and my stomach really didn't thank me afterwards. But through my personal experience, I would like to demonstrate to the class on how to make different types of Play-Doh, including the following: how to make regular Play-Doh, scented, edible Play-Doh, and edible Play-Doh. First of all, how to make regular Play-Doh. And as I showed you in the beginning, these 5 ingredients in front of me are needed to make Play-Doh. So first, you have your 2 cups of flour, which I already measured out. Just pour that in there in a large bowl. You'll need 2 cups of boiling water, which I have right here. And you pour all your dry ingredients into one bowl, and then you pour your other ingredients into a separate bowl. Whew, see the steam. Alright, next you need 1 cup of salt, and that's a lot of salt. And as I already measured out, I'll pour that into this bowl right here. And you'll need 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. You will also need 1 tablespoon of crema tartar. So now I have all my ingredients in their correct bowls. And so what I'm going to do with this bowl right here is I'm going to mix it. And then in this bowl, as you can see, I'm going to add a colored dye to it. And I chose the color blue. Pretty cool. I'll show you what it looks like. Now, depending on how blue you want your Play-Doh is how many drops you're going to put in there. So I put in quite a few drops. It's going to turn out to be a pretty dark blue color. So then after you're done with that, you're going to pour your bowl that has the water and dye in it into the other bowl that has all the dry ingredients. Now this is pretty hot, so I would recommend to not stir it up with your hands, but to use a spatula. And now what you're going to do is stir it together, and I would recommend using a spatula because you don't want to use your hands and burn your hands, because you just poured boiling water in here. Keep that in mind. So you're going to keep stirring it until it forms into a solid or substance, like Play-Doh, obviously. Alright, so I'm finished with that. And now all you have to do is put it in the fridge for 2 to 3 minutes, take it out, and you'll be set to go. I just took it out of the fridge, and now as you can see, it's a pretty blue color, and it's got the form of Play-Doh. Second of all, this is how you make scented edible Play-Doh. The ingredients include 2 cups of whole wheat flour, 1 cup of salt, 5 teaspoons of cinnamon, 2 tablespoons of oil, 1 cup of boiling water, and food coloring is optional. So I'm going to add all my ingredients. Got my cinnamon. Got your boiling water. Okay. Your vegetable oil, flour, which I already added, and your salt. Okay. So then after you're done adding all the ingredients, Your next step is to put it in a large bowl, which I have done already. And it's optional to add dye, which I didn't, but at this point you would add dye to your big bowl. And then you're going to mix all the ingredients together. And then after you mix them all together, you're going to add it to the fridge. And this should take about 3 to 5 minutes. Then once you're done, you can pull it out of the fridge. After you've pulled the Play-Doh out of the fridge, it should look similar to the edible Play-Doh, except there's cinnamon in here. And it'll taste just as good, except with extra cinnamon. The ingredients you will need to make edible Play-Doh will consist of 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of dried milk, 3/4 cup of honey, and also 3/4 cup of peanut butter. And this recipe is actually from my grandma. We call it her secret recipe, but it's really not. She told me she just Googled it. Now I already have these measured out, so I'm just going to pour it in the bowl. Got my honey and my peanut butter. Okay. And I have my sugar, which I have to pour out and measure. Okay. So after you have all those ingredients in the bowl, and your hands may get a little sticky, but you're just gonna mix it together. Ooh. Just keep mixing. And eventually, it'll turn to look like this. It looks pretty much like Play-Doh. It's got the same texture, and it tastes way better. Mwah. In conclusion, hopefully through my demonstrational speech you have learned how to make edible Play-Doh, scented edible Play-Doh, and regular Play-Doh. And now if you were to take a look at these 5 ingredients in front of me again, now you know what I'm talking about. These 5 ingredients are the basis to making Play-Doh, so now you know. Thank you.